Good evening, namaste, everyone. Welcome to Talk to the Expert Series 121. I am Rashmi Sood Anand, your host for today. I am a founder of Little Initiative called Little Impressions, a parent coach, and an advocate for cochlear implant. Along with this, I'm a very proud member of the Spectrum Awareness Project and also a core team member of this beautiful team. The theme for this year is coming together. Hence, celebrating togetherness, we bring accessibility to today's conversation. We are very fortunate to have Dr. Renuka Rameshan with us today. Dr. Renuka Rameshan is the President, Association of Sign Languages of India. She is a veteran sign language interpreter. A very warm welcome, Dr. Renuka, to our platform and agreeing to be with all of us today here. Our topic for today's discussion is exploring possibilities and being a village. Gracing our platform today is Dr. Gayatri Narasimhan. She is a special educator, inclusive education specialist, vocational trainer, counselor, author, and widely she's recognized as the founder and managing director of Prakramika Vocational Institute. It is a social enterprise dedicated to serving the educational and training needs of neurodiverse children and adults. Her outstanding contribution to the field has earned her various prestigious awards, including Seva Ratna Award, the IFA Women Excellence Award, the Global Excellence Award, Oman Women Leader Award, and many others. Driven by her passion for empowering individuals with diverse learning needs, Dr. Gayatri continues to make a lasting impact in educational and vocational training. And her latest book, Unifying Pathways, has won a Golden Book Award on 17th of February in a ceremony in Pune this year. I heartily welcome Dr. Gayatri to our platform. Welcome, Dr. Gayatri. We're so honored to have both of you on our platform today.
Thank you so much, Rashmi ma'am, Renuka ma'am. Namaste, everyone. I thank Spectrum the Awareness Project for inviting me to this platform. Thank you, team.
So, not wasting much of our time, Gayatri ma'am, my first ask from you is, we all would request you to tell us more about yourself.
Thank you. What I am today. The journey started in 2009. When I went to Oman, when I landed in Oman, I met a girl with autism. There, I transformed, I changed a lot of unlearning, relearning, again and again learning. Many things happened. My daughter, elder daughter Akshya, she was shadowing a girl with autism in the school. That is when my first meeting with a neurodivergent happened. So until then, I was a software engineer, a journalist by profession, never into this segment. Now 15 years, a lot of transformation in me, a lot of learning, and I'm so happy for who I am now. And I thank the girl whom I met 15 years back. So from there, my journey started because I had to teach that girl. So I had a lot of challenges, how to teach, methodologies, what is it all about, why so much of the struggle in this teaching and learning process. I somehow felt my education itself was a waste when I could not teach a girl of a ninth grade. So that's when I went back. I did a lot of courses. I did my teacher's training, my M.Sc in psychology, understanding their behavioral management, the sensory therapy, handwriting side, brain gym for special needs, and yoga for special needs. many courses. So whenever I have a challenge, I face a challenge while teaching a student. I come back to India. I used to learn. I used to get knowledge from experts, go back, address the challenge. So what I found is when a child with special needs, they need a multidisciplinary approach, a 360 degrees rather, a holistic approach is required. I cannot say just academics alone or a therapy alone or a vocational training alone. Child needs everything for them to be successful in life. So PBI, basically I work in three domain areas. One, inclusive education, where I feel 60% of the problem is solved when institutions focus on a proper inclusive education. That's when we have come up with a framework. We give institutional training also on how to have a framework, how to have a procedure in place in case they are not able to get a special educator, how they can be self-sustained also. We have a lot of training programs for institutions because what we feel is the problems are solved in the mainstream school itself. And the second area, my passion, I will say, my heart always goes that side, is a vocational training because I can create a lot of entrepreneurs. This is for basically, I started for children who are non-academic, who could not pursue the regular education. So we started off something called vocational training. And in due course, in 15 years, I found that just vocation is not enough. Okay, my child knows a candle making or a paper bag or a block printing. It's not enough for the child to be independent. The child needs a lot of other knowledge, self-advocacy, financial literacy, or the behavior side, or the computer-based side, communication side, the personality side. So various, again, 360 degrees, we have around 13 modules. Any vocation, we build a curriculum using these 13 modules. And again, we target the child 360 degrees in a holistic manner. So this is what is again a vocational training which gives successful entrepreneurs moving ahead. And the third area, so I've worked in the mainstream, I have worked in the vocational segment. I found a segment of children who are they're caught in between. They've done their 10th, 12th, but still they find it very difficult to compete in the college, their degree, post-graduation. So in that area. Again, we cannot have them in the non-academic side because they are academically trained. So for them, we thought, okay, everybody has a skill. Why not we have that skill? Now, what is that skill? So in 2021, we came up with a module called Front Office Management. It's a single course. And for 14 children, we came up. And in that, 8 of them got employment. So we were so happy that now it's grown up to 22 courses with a 2-year program also. Here we target them based on their skills. So we focus on their skills. We have a way to assess and analyze their skills also. And we focus on that. These 2 or 3 skill areas we develop so that they can get a job and they can be included in the workforce. So this is what Gayatri is, and we do in 3 areas we work. So this is all about me and my work.
That's so heartening to hear, ma'am. That's so good. I'm sure parents and our viewers who are watching us and listening to you will really be getting a lot of information from this session today. So as just now I mentioned about your book, Unifying Pathways, what is it all about and what do you think will be the reader's takeaway from it?
Unifying Pathways. Again, the journey has been very beautiful for me, a lot of learning. It's been a lot of learning. Year back, I wrote my first book, EmpACT. I need to start from there. EmpACT is about the curriculum for special schools. So because that is again almost more than 12 years of hard work and a lot of research, a lot of work into that. So we brought in the 13 components, how it can be incorporated in the vocational training. So I was very happy about INVAS, and like a separate measurable curriculum has come for special school. I was very happy about it. So when I had gone to meet, I had gone to NCRT to give this book to one of the senior official, she gave me a very critical comment. I love people who give me very critical comments because that is when the scope of improvement is there. That is how I'm going to improve. That is how we work on our errors and mistakes also. So she gave me a very critical comment. She said, Gayatri, you're speaking a lot about inclusion, but your action is so much towards exclusion. I was literally taken aback. Not a word came out of my mouth because I was speechless. I didn't know how to react or respond. Then I said, ma'am, can you please explain what made you think like this? Because this is something which I don't want to do, exclusion. Can you please tell me so that I can correct myself? She told me, by bringing a separate curriculum for special school, are you not taking them away from everyone? Now imagine a college is coming separately for them. Now imagine you're creating a separate office for them. Where is inclusion in the world? There is no inclusion. It's totally an exclusion. We are putting them away. It was right. But then I asked her, ma'am, when it comes to academic and non-academic, how we can bring them together? She said, think. You think. You are a professional. You need to think. Come up with a solution. School should be one. Learner is one. Bring that together. So I came back with a lot of thinking. So I took all my notes, again my learning, everything. We started off again. So that is what is unifying pathways is all about. Bringing, it's like one school and many abilities. So bringing all learners under one platform. So you all may have a doubt how this is possible. This is really challenging. You will not bring everyone together, but in that book, we have mentioned right from the admission side till the transition, step by step process has been mentioned, including what all the anticipated challenges an institution can have and how we can solve it. There are many permutation and combination of bringing in the curriculum where every student, every learner is going to be embraced in that institution. Now, how unique is this book is, every book has only one cover page. My book, Unifying Pathways, I'm so happy, it has 11 cover pages. I feel so happy and satisfied when I have to say this because the 11 cover pages are done by our neurodivergent professionals, the so-called neurodivergent. They had created these cover pages as a part of their project work in our course. And this book has 18 introductions by my data analysis students. So they have analyzed the data in various forms and they have written the articles. Of course, the grammatical, those typo errors, with that we have helped them out. But the whole analysis, bringing in the graph, everything is done by our professionals only. And coming to the infrastructure in a regular school, how to conduct an event in an inclusive sector, those articles are written by my hospitality professionals. How can we impact different teaching methodologies and make inclusion a successful in a school? Brought to articles written by my early childhood education professionals who have done their multiple intelligence tests, who have done from the VAKT side, a lot of work they have done to bring this. And one more thing my book has is foreword written by 4 different people, 4 different domains. They are working in 4 different, yes, that's the book. Thank you so much, Rashmi ma'am. Thank you so much. So, other cover pages. So beautifully they had done. In fact, I got a suggestion. You can have one book in one cover page with one cover page. I said, no. I want everything. All my children's creatives, I want it together. So that's what is unifying pathways. You can see their creativity, their talent here. I wish to share one point here. Going back to our ancient days. Going back to our ancient days in India, we had Gurukul system. When it comes to Gurukul system, there's only one teacher. We don't have different teachers. There's only one teacher, but all students are taught by the same teacher. That is what is inclusion. If you see India, India has started off inclusion long ago, long back, with our Gurukul system. Now, the same thing is what is unifying pathways. So just one institution, many abilities, bringing all learners together. I wish institutions come forward to have this system in them, and we are ready to help. And I'm waiting for that day.
Yes, this is such an empowering thought, such insightful, points you've made. For our viewers who are listening us right now, there are little network glitches, so please bear with us in case you are not able to see the screen, but I believe the voice is absolutely clear. And also for our viewers, we have shared the link for Parakrama website and also a link where to buy this very insightful book which Gayatri ma'am just mentioned. So there's a viewer by name of Padma Ramani ma'am. She says, very happy to see your speech, Gayatri ma'am, and also the way we have come together for making this conversation so accessible to everyone, with Renuka ma'am doing absolutely amazing complete inclusion for all of us here. So my next question to you, ma'am, is what, in your opinion, are the employability avenues for people with disabilities or neurodivergence, keeping in mind what you just mentioned about the book?
Before I answer this question, Padma Ramani ma'am is one of our board directors, and she has written the foreword from the point of view of a special education. She's a senior special educator. So she has written, thank you so much, ma'am, for joining. So employability. Employability, we had a challenge when we started off with vocations or the skill development. Even now, I meet a lot of corporate people, the employers, for the job opportunities for my professionals. The biggest challenge I had was when they asked me, what is a qualification? In fact, this happened in Oman for me. When I had applied for a bank job for one of the boy with Down syndrome, he was very talented. But the bank asked, what is the qualification? And same happened in India also. What is the qualification? Where is the measurability? What they have done? So there is no measurable. Like we have a neurotypical, we have like they have done the B.Sc, they have done the M.Sc, they have done the B.E. There's so many degrees we say. But when it comes to neurodivergent, now what is it? What is the qualification, or what we can show as a document? That becomes a question mark. So in that way, we came up with something. That is what the inverse we started for the measurability. So we wanted a measurable curriculum, and we wanted a uniform curriculum. Now, for example, if a boy from Delhi is transferred, his parents are transferred and he goes to Chennai, he's going to continue the education. But when it comes to special needs, they start from scratch. I've seen that in many cases, because I don't blame anybody here, but nobody knows how much education has happened, how much the learning has happened. There is no measurement, or there is no proper handing over. So that is the reason we want to have a measurable, uniform curriculum pan-India. It should be pan-India. Even if a neurodivergent goes from one place to another place, measurement is there. This is my progress report. This is what it is. This is my achievement. So that is what we wanted to bring, the measurable curriculum. Now, when we have that, and when we have the experience, employment becomes easy. So this is one thing. And second important thing, which I wish to share from Unifying Pathways, is we are bringing everybody together under one platform, all learners under one platform. So in that way, what happens is the children are already sensitized. They all know. Now they're sensitive about the neurodivergent, the specialists, because they're learning together under one roof. They are all learning together under one roof. So what happens is, when such a learning happens, the neurotypical, they're also aware of the challenges the neurodivergent they go through, and they know everything. They know how to work with them too. So in that case, when in the future, I'm talking about another 20 years, after 20 years. So we don't need any sensitive, conducting any awareness programs of the corporate people, because nowadays people come and ask me, can you conduct awareness program in the corporate side? Can you help us understand all this better? Even 2 days back, I took a session. But that will not be required because they already know. They know everything. The neurotypical also, they know everything. So inclusion at the workplace, inclusion at all level becomes easier, and the real inclusion will happen at that time. So again, I'll go back. Unifying pathways is going to help us a lot even for our future. So that employment will also be the best. At present, yes, it is a challenge. We are facing a challenge in the employment side, but we are improving. I can see a lot of people coming forward to help and support. The mindset is changing.
Absolutely, ma'am. And you are making people employability ready, which is a need for each parent, what they want for their children. So as we understand that you have been an epitome of positive influence on your children to have a purpose in life at a very early age. Both your daughters, Akshaya, who is a founder of Impulsive Training Center, and Akhila, founder of Muditha Creative School, have spoken to us on this platform, and it was a wonderful conversation, knowing their, insights and knowing how visionary they are. What are your thoughts on empowering your children as well as for future generations? How much important it is that children come with this purpose in life?
It's a lovely question. Thank you so much, Rashmi, for asking. It's very dear to my heart, that question. So again, when I say going back to the school for the inclusive education, the seed of empathy is sown in school itself. So when children grow up and become an adult, you don't need to request them for empathy. They already know. So when I teach this, I need to walk the talk, right? I need to, the charity starts from home. First of all, I should start it from my house. And another aspect is I seek the help of a lot of community support is very much required. So I seek the help. So when I'm going to seek the help of the community, we also belong to that community only. So it's equally important. My daughters, my family is also involved in this to the best of their capacity. To the best of their capacity. I don't force it. I never force my daughters that you should come, you should do this, this is your responsibility. But as a mother or as a founder of PVI, in my heart, I always long that this work should not end with me. It should continue with the next generation, and the next generation, it has to pass on. So that wish had been there. And thanks to God, he answered my wish, because what used to happen is children when in Oman, when I used to conduct vocational training, children used to come home and learn. That was my physical class. When my daughters are there, the students never used to come to me. Yeah, because I'm old. So they don't want me. They like to go with their peer group, their age group. But ethically, I cannot permit because they are like special educators. So I used to be there, but my daughters used to conduct the classes. So it was happening like that. So that affection from the neurodivergent, that affection from those children pulled my daughters to the side. Though, of course, I should say I started my journey because of Akshaya. That it is really because Akshaya was shadowing a girl with autism, I came into this field. But later on, it is the children, our students, whose love and affection pulled my daughters to this side. So now what I tell them is, both my daughters, do whatever you want. I'll be very happy. But one part of your time should always be given to the society and the community because we live there. So the main thing is, I tell this to both my daughters. I'm going to run fast. This is a running race. I'm going to run. I run. I finish the race. I'm going to stand there. I'm the first. I'm all alone standing there. I feel lonely when I stand there. But imagine I'm going to hold everybody's hand, help everybody, and together we are going to reach the destination. The whole journey I'm going to enjoy with everyone. And even the end, the success also I'm going to enjoy with, I'll have people to enjoy. So what I tell my daughters is, don't be alone in life. Be with the community, be with the society. That's the real happiness in life. And I'm happy they are following it. And I wish to continue this.
That's so encouraging. I'm sure your daughters listening to it would really be happy. And I'm sure all the parents, all of us are really enlightened by, what the thoughts you bring us. So here one of your students, Shreya, is so happy to watch this session. And she's all excited to see Gayatri ma'am talking here. So we have another viewer, Uma Sundari ma'am. She says, great work and effort by Dr. Gayatri ma'am and her daughters to make neurodiverse adults and independent. So that's really encouraging. We're hearing from our viewers who are watching and hearing us. So, ma'am, one more question. I know I've been asking you so many, but the list is long. I'll try to keep it short. So, what are your thoughts on role of a community and being a village for people with disabilities and neurodivergence?
Community plays a huge role, ma'am. That's what, as I mentioned, we cannot succeed alone. So even if they say I'm giving training for the neurodivergent under PVI, PVI has grown so much. It is all because of the community support. The backbone, where my well-wishers, my mentors, each and every one have supported, including the parents, the children, everybody's support. It can never be a one-man success at all. So if PVI is successful, there are a lot of people who are on their shoulder. So community is something, it's very, very important. And another thing is, suppose I take my family. My family I'm sad. For some reason, I'm not happy, I'm sad. Can my other family members be happy and just keep doing their work? It is not possible. If one person is sad or struggling or going through some challenge, others cannot be happy in that in the family. The same goes with the world. I won't even say community, the whole world. We all live in one world. If someone is suffering, we know and we are seeing it is impossible for us to lead a, carefree life. So what? We can't say that. So we need to embrace, we need to help each other, we need to support and ensure even they also lead a happy life so that we can all be happy. So the togetherness is something very, very important. Community, yes, one way employment, inclusion, we speak a lot, and they are, of course, they are coming out now. I'm seeing a lot of changes in the mindset change. And I'm really grateful for that. One more thing I request, I don't know, this can be a debatable again, but still from my heart, in this platform, I feel I should request the community side. This is a request to the community rather, who all are watching. When it comes to neurodivergent, the parents, I'm talking about the parents, they go through a lot of challenges. The first thing is the financial challenge. Be it sometimes it's not just one therapy. They have to go for physio, OT, behavioral therapy, and the medications involved. And I know how expensive each and every medicine, everything is very expensive on this side. So what I feel is, because that is inevitable, they have to do it. But from the community side, what I feel is at least the education should be free for them. The government sector or the private or the institutions which are catering to, I really feel if education comes to as a free, that will really lessen the burden of the parents. One more aspect I wish to share. Comparing neurotypical and neurodivergent, though I don't like comparing, but in this aspect I need to rather. The salary which a neurotypical would be getting, or the salary which the neurodivergent would be getting once they complete their education, may or may not be same. I mean, that might be the neurodivergent, the salary pay scale, there's going to be a huge difference. It's a very frank truth. It can be harsh, but it is the truth I'm speaking. So now, how do we secure the future of the neurodivergent for parents after us? We nowadays I hear a lot about after us. So how are we going to secure the future? So we need the finance, we need the financial support. So parents need to focus on securing them financially also. So the least the community, the institutions, what we can do is to provide education for free. Again, I will come back. If one school model comes, can provide education for free for the neurodivergent. At least when it comes to PBI, we are very firm in this segment. We don't take a single fees from the special needs. No way at all. And we want this to be free. Whatever it is, we want to give this from the communities. Again, I say we need to walk the talk. I cannot just say and I keep taking the fees. So that's not right. So that is one of the reason we keep it free. And I request this to the community, the people who are watching this, come forward and let us help and make a better world to live, a more inclusive world, a community, because we are all brothers and sisters, end of the day. So that is what should our attitude also should be. So this is a request from my side.
Exactly. So our viewers, Brian Rodgers, he says the current educational system with the existing infrastructure with training of teachers are ready for inclusion. Without proper training at grassroots level, it is pretty long way to attain inclusion in the right sense. That's very true.
Very true. It's very true. Proper training is 100%. That is what we are telling. That is why we give institutional training. My first thing, what I told is inclusive training, 60% of the problem is solved for everyone.
Exactly.
And that we focus on institutional training for this. We train each and every teacher. Our training programs are very different in this area.
And Akhila is watching you here, and she's so very happy and feel really proud of her mother, Dr. Gayatri, talking and enlightening everybody where it actually needs focus. So a round of applause for the entire team. Shreya also agrees and says knowledge should be provided to everyone free of cost. So your students are also there. Bala Rajendran ma'am supports Dr. Gayatri ma'am's thoughts. And she says, whatever you are articulating here is absolutely correct. It needs a lot of attention. So I'm sure we all are immensely benefited from this conversation today. Thank you so much, Dr. Gayatri here. And I'm also very thankful to Dr. Renuka ma'am here today, taking out both of you your precious time to share your thoughts with us. Before we close the session, my humble request to Dr. Renuka ma'am here to share a few words on how has been her experience coming to our platform time and again, and also about today's session. So, Dr. Renuka, ma'am, please grace us with your words as well.
I am extremely honored to be on this platform. And like you mentioned, Rashmi, this is not the first time I'm on one of these shows. I know we've been there earlier as well. And ASLI, the Association of Sign Language Interpreters, is very happy to be part of this initiative and to provide the accessibility support.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you for this opportunity.
You're most welcome. And I think it's a great good fortune to have both of you today with us and giving us so much valuable inputs and making the conversation accessible to everybody. Have a wonderful evening, a great weekend. Thank you so much.
I wish to Spectrum Awareness Project team, Dr. Shivali ma'am, Rashmi ma'am, Dr. Renuka ma'am, and the entire team for this opportunity to share my thoughts. And I thank all the viewers watching here. Thank you so much for being and supportive. This is what is the community support. Thank you so much. And I thank my entire PBI family, the parents, my dear professionals. That's how we call my dear professionals, for your trust in us. A long journey. Yes, let's handhold each other and let's travel. Thank you so much.
So that's it, coming together. Thank you so much. Namaste. Good evening.